Hi, I'm Tanya Gandhi. I'm a Stanford graduate, and I've been studying in Stanford since I was in fourth grade. I graduated and left when I was in 10th grade, so I've been here all of 6 years. And
Hi, I'm Simran Gandhi, and I'm also a Stanford graduate. And I studied from primary 6 to up till JC 12 when I graduated.
so right now we're both abroad and we're studying. And after moving abroad, we've both realized how much we've taken from Stanford itself. Stanford was my roots. I've studied everything from minor math to complicated algebra, and the most I've taken is perhaps the family that I have from Stanford. Up to today, I'm still in touch with all my teachers, and everyone still wishes me on every single birthday, and we're always in touch. And that honestly makes you feel like you belonged somewhere as a child.
It's great to come back in the holidays and come visit our teachers and find out how much they remember about us. It's very different from my friends' experiences where their teachers didn't even know them. But here, we've always been like a family. We have always been able to come and talk to our teachers whenever we needed to. We knew about their personal life and they knew about ours.
To add to that, I mean, these teachers have seen us grow up since we were just minor toddlers, and now we've become adults, and we still see them smiling every time they see us, and it just makes you feel very special, I would say. I had a lot of issues growing up as a foreigner, so sometimes I had difficulties making friends, but I would have to say that that's a very normal part of life, and that really strengthened me as an individual itself. I used to have a lot of conversations with our now head of school, former vice president. She was one of my best friends. I mean, I used to have lunch with her, and I used to talk to her about all of my problems. I used to also talk to the secondary vice principal a lot. And so I never felt like I was without people here. I always had someone or the other to hold my hand.
The different activities and whatever events that we wanted to have, you just had to go and talk to them, and they'd be willing to help you out, arrange everything, and give you the opportunity to start your own CCAs or find out what you want to do. They would help you in whatever you wanted.
On the educational level, I have to say, even my interviewers who interviewed me for my position in the school that I am in right now have told me about the immense opportunities I had as a student growing up. I may have not been a part of a lot of CCAs or extracurriculars because I was very focused on my studies, but just the opportunities that Stanford has provided me, such as being a representative of the school in the Asian African Conference, that did a huge deal for me as a student, and it really built my portfolio. I don't know why the school gave me the opportunity, but they did, and that really supported me as an individual trying to go out into the world and get into a very highly academic school. And so on that ground, Stanford is providing the students with the best educational background they could possibly give them. For example, I moved out of Stanford to take on the IB diploma at a different school in Bandung. And just one fine day I came back and I told Miss Mary Jane Leon that, I think that this is a great program and that this could really benefit students in Stanford as they're coming out of the IGCSE background. And within 3 years, they were able to bring that program to school. Just seeing the kind of, the major change that they brought to a school, just because one student gave, a minor feedback about a program, just shows how much the school truly cares about their students.
Besides that, I would also like to mention how in business school, there are a lot of skills that you need: presentation, being able to speak in front of your whole class, and building a good rapport with your professors. I guess I learned a lot being in Stanford of how we should be with our professors or teachers, how we should build on our skills. I had a really good background in terms of my English writing skills, which really helped me in university. Coming into the business course, we had subjects like business English writing, business oral communication, where if you don't have a proper background, it can be really tough at times. But seeing as though the English curriculum here, the studies, the way they teach us it's on a different level, which really helps you when you go into university. We have the experience, the exposure that our classmates don't have.
Yeah, I would say overall, Stanford's a home. I mean, you want to learn, but you also want to be somewhere you actually want to be. And Stanford was always that for me. I mean, obviously, I was a typical, 10-year-old kid who faked having a fever so that I didn't have to go to school on the occasional day. But at the end of the day, you don't feel like you're just going to school to study. You're also going to school to, be a part of a big, big family. And I always told my mom that Stanford's always going to be my second home because they gave me a chance to be a name and not a number. I mean, after you go to university, you realize you're just one student. My university has almost 56,000 students, so I'm just one of them. But in Stanford, every single person, every single teacher, every single staff member, every security guard knows who you are. They know you by your name, and they know you what class you're in. And so I guess Stanford's family.